welcome to the newest craft video. We decided to do a special summer reading edition. So we're providing you with most of this material here. Basically, we're going to provide you with these two canvases. They're 8x8, and we're going to provide you with 3 colors of paint. What we're going to be doing is paint pouring. I think it's also called Dutch pouring, and you're just going to get one set, but I wanted to demonstrate 2 different kind of things that you can do with your materials. The first thing I would recommend is to have this something down so you don't get your table dirty, because we're pouring paint, it's going to get messy. The other thing I would recommend are some gloves, because it's gonna get messy. Okay, so as you can imagine, pouring paint, you would need paint that is liquidy and watery. This isn't very liquidy or watery. So what we're gonna do is add water, just plain water to it. And what the consistency that we want is like a syrup, like a maple syrup. So pour some water in and stir it up really good. I think I made this a little too liquidy. That's okay. With this project, there are no rules. You can get really messy with it. Another thing that you can add to make it like a better consistency is glue. Make sure that it's just glue all, not school glue. Elmer's glue all works the best. Ooh, that's sounding better. So I'm gonna add some glue to some of it. You can also add dish soap. If you do that, make sure you only add 1 drop. And the reason you want to add glue or dish soap is so that it sticks better to your canvas. And there is an art term called cells. So when we're doing these art pours, you'll notice, I'm sure you've seen some videos, but there are cells that form, like little circles that formed, and they look really neat. They give it almost like a marble look. So that helps create those cells. So I'm just gonna do, whatever I want. I'm gonna see what happens. Make sure you stir it up really well. I'm gonna try one just with glue and see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna be liquidy enough. I recommend too that you add little water first, and then if you need, you can keep adding, because you can't take water out. Like this, I think I made too watery, but that's okay. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, so now we have our paints mixed. On this side, I think I'm gonna do a simple, put it in this, different colors. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it in the cup. So here's the cup, and what we're gonna do is randomly add some colors. Okay, so that's what I have in the cup. Now the way you do this is you flip it like this, and then very carefully you flip it over. The key to this is to let it sit for a minute, just so all of the colors kind of gravitate to the bottom, and you're gonna see better results. Sometimes if you tap too, that helps. And it's okay if you see some coming out at the sides, because it's gonna come out anyway. Okay, so some people just plop it up. Others I've seen, they move it around a little bit and then plop it up. It's whatever you want to do. The key to this is we want the entire canvas full. So I'm going to go like this, and then like that, and then release it. Oh, that's a lot of paint. And then we're just going to move it around, not too much because we don't want all the colors to combine into one giant blob of gross color. This is looking really cool, you guys. Look at that. So the cells, what I'm talking about when I was talking about cells, are those little itty bitty circles that you see that kind of, they burst open, and this looks kind of like a galaxy. It's really cool. So if you want, you can, use some excess paint to move it, or let gravity do its thing. But yeah, you can see it gets really messy. All right. Ooh, we're getting some super cool results. Look at that, you guys. It looks like a tile. It looks like a tile that you would put in on your kitchen floor or your bathroom. That is cool. And all those little cells that I was talking about, looks really awesome. All right, so kind of the difficult part is letting this dry now. So we're gonna put it aside and let it dry. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, we fast forwarded to do a little cleaning up because it was messy. Now, this one, I'm going to do a blowing technique. And I think this is the one that's more called the Dutch pouring. So I'm going to use a combination of a straw, blowing on it, and an old hairdryer. So for this, I'm going to do a couple different spots. For this one, you don't have to use all of it if you don't want. You can have white left over, but we'll see what happens. I've never done this. Okay, I'm gonna put it on cool air. We'll start with low. So let's see what happens when we do this. That's cooler. pretty cool. I won't lie, it's a little bit more work, but look at those results. Need some a little more in this corner here. Okay, see what we can do here. I like it. I like it, you guys. So here are our results. We've got that one, and then we've got this one that is drying. And honestly, if you have an old like drying rack that you use to make cookies or something, that would be perfect to put these on so that it doesn't stick to the paper or whatever you're on. But yeah, literally have fun with it. Do whatever you want. The key is to make sure that the paint is the right consistency. That's what I've been noticing. And if you do want to use soap or glue, definitely do that. Like I said, if you're using the soap for these containers, only put in like 1 drop. That's all you need. And then make sure it's stirred up pretty good. Have fun. I want to see your results. Have fun, guys.